Hello everybody and welcome back to yet another video and to a new series, sort of. Last week I did a video going over my thoughts on every car in the 2020 Cars Diecast line, and doing that video gave me an idea. Now I've decided I'm going to do a series where I give my thoughts on new cars reveals. So just today, a new wave of cars was found on Smith's Toys, so I'm going to be going over my thoughts on all of the cars that were revealed today. And by the way, I'm not going to be doing a new episode of this series every single time one new car is revealed. I'll probably only do it when there are high quality images of a full wave of cars, like what was done here with these reveals. So we only have one car revealed today from the first movie. Of course, that doesn't mean that this case will only have this one green Ramone, and that'll be the only car from the first movie. There are other cars from the first movie planned to be released in this wave, but they were already revealed previously. And among those is Aiken Axler, who interestingly on Smith Toys is labeled as Alan Aiken Axler, with Aiken in quotes as a nickname. That's really strange, and his name tag for his release this year doesn't say that, so I don't know what's going on with him. Anyway, though, this is Green Ramone getting a re-release for the first time in quite a while, I think. And much like Old School Ramone and Purple Ramone, and even the Yellow Hydraulic Ramone from the past few years, this Ramone has also gotten an update, and I quite like it. I'll probably be picking this guy up. Seems to have an updated expression, and a bit of a more flat green color scheme compared to the dark, almost metallic green of the original. As a really big fan of the diecasts from Cars 2, who wasn't really into collecting cars when most of the Cars 2 diecasts were coming out, I am so excited that they're finally giving more Cars 2 diecasts releases in 2021. There have barely been any Cars 2 releases over the last few years, and so far this year they've been doing a really good job making equal releases between the three Cars movies, which I'm so happy for because that's what I've wanted for the Cars diecast line since Cars 3 came out. Equal or close to equal representation from all three movies. Anyway though, our first car from Cars 2 here is a re-release of Suki, and Suki here is a car who's been released time and time again. I really don't know why she's such a minor character in Cars 2, but they've just released her so many times. Now, it's been a few years. She hasn't been released since 2016, and I actually don't have her, so this will finally be my way to get her, but I don't know. I got a feeling that she's definitely going to become a peg warmer because she's been released so many times in the past, and I don't think she's that desirable. Courtney Carter here is next, which is funny because I was just talking about him yesterday when I was reviewing Alberto. I really like this guy. I got him as sort of like an impulse buy in 2014 in Disneyland. I think there was like a buy four for a discounted price sale at Disneyland at the time, so I got Courtney Carter just as one of the cars to work towards buying four for that sale. But I really do like him, and I'm glad to see him back, although of course I won't be picking him up since I already have him. The next car here is another re-release of a race fan character. We have Mama Bernoulli, a really cool car, of course, Francesco's mother. It's nice to see her being released again. She is a very unique diecast. I already have her though, so don't have much interest in this re-release. Now, just like how we got two Christmas-themed cars in the 2021 main line, we are also getting two Easter-themed cars. I think it's pretty cool to be getting cars based around holidays, although definitely a bit too early to be getting Easter cars. I'd assume these guys will release in December or probably around January, but like, come on. I thought Mattel would have learned their lesson from the last time they released Easter cars in January. Anyway, I really would have liked to see more than just two cars for each holiday, but the fact that we're getting holiday-themed cars anyway, like just in general, is really cool, and I hope this continues. Fingers crossed we could see some new Halloween-themed cars, maybe? Anyway, though, this McQueen is actually a brand new release. The only other Easter McQueen we had when we got that first wave of Easter cars back in 2017 was like a paint-splattered McQueen. This is a more typical McQueen with the bunny, or rather, Buggy, ears. And he is a variant of Hudson Hornet Piston Cup McQueen, which is pretty cool. Of course, the Easter cars are based off of a book called Mater and the Easter Buggy. And the original Easter releases didn't actually have any artwork. It was like the Christmas cars. The back of the packaging was just made to look like an egg. So this is the first time we're getting Easter cars with artwork. And here you can see they just put the bunny ears, they just edited them onto a picture of Hudson Hornet Piston Cup McQueen. Our other car here for Easter is the Easter Buggy himself, a car who was pretty rare, so it's great to see a re-release for him. Once again, I think the artwork looks a little weird, but this is like a CGI-esque version of a character from a book, so it is really nice to have this artwork to begin with. I'm really excited to be picking up both of these Easter cars. I missed out on all the Easter cars the first time around. While I really wish they would re-release the Easter Ramone as well, it's nice to be getting a new McQueen and a re-release of the Easter Buggy. Although the original Easter releases did come with Easter baskets, it's a shame these guys aren't. Up next, we have 2 re-releases from Cars 3 alongside 2 Cars 3 new re-releases. Up first is a single release of JDMpillar, who's great to get for those who didn't pick him up in the Next Gen 4-pack or in any of his other subsequent multi-pack releases. I don't have any interest in picking this guy up since I already got him back in the Next Gen 4-pack, but again, this is really nice for those who didn't get him there, and hopefully we could see a new release of Flipped Over soon since he's still exclusive to that pack. If you know me, then you know I'm not really a big fan of the Rusty's Racing Center trainees, which is actually why I'm glad that Aiden here is getting a re-release. At this point, Mattel has released so many of the Rusty's Racing Center trainees, I'm really glad that they're choosing to re-release some of the older ones instead of releasing new ones. We got Tom W. revealed a few weeks back, and now we have Aiden. I think that, again, at this point, there are enough of these guys to just have them in circulation through re-releases, maybe make one new one every few years, but I think they're good if they just keep re-releasing the ones they already have since there are just so many. And now we have who very well may be my favorite car in this set of reveals, and he also very well may be the strangest named car in this wave, Ducky Fauntleroy. I don't know why his name is Ducky. Maybe it has something to do with Ducky from Toy Story 4, although I really, really highly doubt that. I don't know, but this guy has got to be my favorite car in the wave, and he may very well be my favorite car out of all of the flashback racers they've done so far. I really like this guy. He's number 42, which is ironic because that's the same number as Cal Weathers, another one of my favorite race cars. And I really like his color scheme of the black and red. He really reminds me of a bottle of Coca-Cola. And speaking of red, our final car to talk about today is the Racing Red Jackson Storm, the second car revealed for the Racing Red series, which seems to be this year's substitute for the Scavenger Hunt and Silver Collection series. The only other car that's been revealed with images for the Racing Red series is a brand new Mater, although we know that several other cars are on the way, including Sally, Cruz, and Francesco, which is weird because Francesco's already red. I really like how Jackson looks here, but I'm kind of torn regarding whether I would have liked to see this series, or if I'd like to see the Scavenger Hunt series continue instead. I'm not really sure. I feel like the Scavenger Hunt definitely, if that continued into this year, would have given us a lot more variety in releases. The Scavenger Hunt series was always really varied with its releases, whereas for Racing Red, we're just going to be getting like main characters and major race cars in metallic red. Of course, they're probably red because of McQueen, but yeah, this guy's definitely interesting from an interesting series, and I'm excited to get my hands on him to review him and see who the other cars in the series are. Anyway, guys, those are my thoughts on all the cars revealed today. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.